How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I'm your host, FaZe Crypto. We have seen Bitcoin rejected near 7K, and of course, this is in light of the U.S. fiscal agreement on $2 trillion stimulus package. So I think that it's interesting to talk about cryptocurrency in this light. Of course, we're seeing a bloodbath, of course, in the context. We could see the price plunge even further. I want to talk about this, however, but of course I'd like to just start off. I have this video right here, which is for anybody who calls Bitcoin a scam. You could just my way. I posted this on my Twitter. It's this video of this gentleman who's talking about what the real scam is. So let's give it a listen. I think it'll be a great introduction to this video. And for anybody who's seeing what happened, with the recent sort of death cross from a technical analysis perspective, it is concerning, and we'll get to that. However, I just want to play this clip.
Every once in a while, someone comments and says crypto is a scam. But you know what's the biggest scam of them all? Central banks and money printing. Just because of this coronavirus, the US has printed $1.5 trillion. That's 1.5 thousand billions. They call this quantitative easing, and they said, it's to prevent unusual disruptions in markets. You might think this is great. They're printing money to put in your pockets, right? No, the money is going into their friends' pockets, the richest of the richest. They do this because in times of turmoil like right now in the world, people stop buying stuff and they stop buying stocks, and economic activity goes down. And thus we have a deflation where things get cheaper and people can actually live their lives frugally. This is what we want.
So I think he does have some really good points there. There is there's no bottom to the festering swamp that is fiat currency, and I'm holding on to my Bitcoin. I'm hodling. I'm going to be the definition of the word as far as looking forward. And actually, for comedy purposes, I'm actually going to play another video which I find interesting. But today, of course, we will be talking about Cardano. I want to cover some of these new news items. Cardano touts scaling solution inspired by Greek mythology. The second layer of Protocol Ouroboros Hydra should allow the Cardano blockchain to become faster as it scales. So this is interesting. Today, blockchain technology, IOHK, led by Ethereum co-founder Charles Hoskinson, has announced its second layer scalability solution for the Cardano blockchain. According to a press release, the Hydra protocol will improve Cardano's scalability, meaning it can handle more transactions and result in lower transaction fees. We also have Cardano CEO thinks Drumpf America's bluff with Easter reopening. So of course, this quote right here: our people want to return to work. They will practice social distancing and all else, and seniors will be watched over protectively and lovingly. We can do things together. The cure cannot be worse than the problem. So there is some sentiment. I don't see things. I don't see the wheels getting moving very soon. But just like Bitcoin before it, Cardano is banned from Wikipedia. A round of applause for Cardano and joining Bitcoin in that sought-after position. We have Bitcoin price facing death cross, suggests no 10K. We talked about that in the beginning of the video. We will be discussing it further as well as we move forward. But just for comedy purposes, I want to play this video it's just a funny video. Just honestly, I think people get too wrapped up in the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So this video right here I think is pretty funny as well. I tweeted it out, so if you want, you could check it out on at CryptoTuber. But I'm gonna play it now.
Yeah, I'm not having fun anymore.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I told you a long time ago to cash out your Bitcoin, and you didn't, and now it's dropped, and now we're poor.
Yep, that's the game.
It's not fun. It's not funny.
Yeah, I'm not having fun anymore either.
You act like this is just a big joke to you.
No, it's not. That's the game.
Cool. I don't play games, so we'll find someone that does. Why did you just tell me to go buy Bitcoin? I just spent my last savings account on Bitcoin because you told me to, and I've already lost everything, and I could have used it on Botox for these forehead wrinkles that are...
God, she wants to spend the Bitcoin money on Botox. Jesus, oh God, more power to you, bro. Dealing with that one, but anyway, you know, it is funny though. You know what I mean? The guy hodling, he knows the quote unquote game. You know, he's staying strong, hodling that Bitcoin, which is nice to see. You know, price currently coming in at 6,692.71, and I suppose we will see where things go from this point moving forward. In particular, while we watch on the edge of our seats, will Bitcoin retest the $3,000 levels? I suppose we'll see. What with, I mean, of course, Bitcoin never, I mean, that's $7,000 resistance. The fact of the matter is, people aren't spending their money on crypto right now, you know, with all the different economic things, which is something, I mean, retail, you know, from that sense, new money. The small money has been very kneecapped, I would say, by a lot of the different things that we've seen. But EDC blockchain up 812%. That's also very interesting. Digibyte as well, 4.7%. Definitely interesting to see these different blockchains. Even Neo still in the green. You know, Hollow Chain, we'll get to that. We'll be talking about that as well. Synthetic network token as well. But no, just talking about EDC blockchain. I mean, it is interesting to see, you know, even the different cryptos that are able to see, you know, be sort of a light at the end of the tunnel in this trying time. And it will be interesting just to see what happens, you know, while, of course, we watch at the edge of our seats while Bitcoin's price does bounce around. Will be interesting to see, you know, of course, where these different roads take us. And, you know, of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. You know, I'm not your dad. I'm not your financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own due diligence, you know, as this market is very high risk and very volatile. But it will be interesting to see how Cardano in the role of different. I mean, as far as blockchain goes, you know, especially while we all sort of wait with bated breath at the announcement that's soon to be made within the next 48 hours. I think we will see residual shockwave sent through many of the different markets. So definitely interesting. We will be covering current events as well, and watching while a lot of these things move forward. And I think when we talk about the role that Cardano currently plays, you know, we talk about the transition from, I mean, the introductory of digital gold, so to speak, was sort of the beginning of the Bitcoin conversation, and that sort of paradigm, and then Ethereum building upon that, as far as talking about smart contracts and so forth. And I would say seeing something like Cardano is a more bullish perspective when we look at like a real world, in particular while we watch a lot of the different current events that are transpiring in the current markets of late. You know, we will be seeing some very interesting things as they are currently happening in the space. So I mean, definitely stay tuned. You know, we'll be talking about many of those things, you know, as we you know, continue to keep you guys updated. So I think we've covered a lot of good topics today. You know, of course, this video, I think, I mean, it is interesting. Just, I mean, we'll see. I mean, only time will tell what happens with Bitcoin over the next short time frame, you know, of the next year or so. You know, we'll see what happens day to day, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. You know, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, post notifications turned on. You know, hopefully all your families are healthy. Hope everybody out there is doing well. You know, always good to see people supporting each other. I think we've been able to build a great community on this channel, and I consider many of you some of my best friends that I made just from making these YouTube videos. So we'll continue to serve you guys with this content in my perspective, so that you guys can stay informed, stay aware, and above all, we can all get this crypto. So all that being said, you know, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will, in fact, see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. And stay relevant, of course. Stay up to date.